Hey guys, so today we're going to be looking at people who effed around and found out, so yeah, let's just get right into the video. Walking down the sidewalk in New York City with my wife, I saw a banana peel on the ground and was like, why do they always show people slipping on these? How slippery can they be? I then proceeded to put all my weight on it and totally did the legs flying up in the air, landing on my butt thing you see in cartoons. I look up and my wife was rolling her eyes to the point that I think she was seriously wondering how she married me. Bro! He really was like, ain't nobody slipping on banana peels. I don't even need a banana peel and I just slip randomly sometimes. Come on. When I was a welder, we had a lot of people who thought using kind of PPE was feminine, from old guys to brand new 18-year-olds. One day a guy was using the squint method to do a vertical weld and managed to splash some of the molten metal into his eyes. He's blind now, and due to not using the PPE provided, he wasn't able to get workers' compensation or sue the corporation. Why is it feminine to use protective equipment? All they needed to do was just put on some glasses, some goggles. That's feminine? What? That's crazy. Got mad at my family, left the house saying I can make my own money, then got homeless and called them again to move back in. That's embarrassing. Dude, you know what? I won't even do this. If this happened to me, staying homeless forever. My pride. When I was 13, a friend and I hopped onto a slow-moving freight train for kid reasons. Then we took a 7-hour ride through nowhere before it slowed down again. Mum was pissed about that phone call. That's so dangerous. I swear. Kids. Someone I knew wanted to open her marriage even though her husband didn't want to. He said he didn't like it but wouldn't stop her. She couldn't find anything more than casual hookups while he started dating an ex. He's with the ex now, and now they are getting divorced. Yeah, so the wife just wanted to cheat, but she didn't want to tell him that she wanted to cheat. Huh. Well, good for him, because he totally dodged a red flag. Holy. If anyone is like to you, I want to open the relationship, I want to open this, you know what, just break up. Seriously, just break up. Put my finger on a hot car cigarette lighter. I didn't think it was hot because it wasn't red, it was white. They were really like, only red means hot. What about blue? But then again, isn't this like something everyone wants to do? One day while I was driving down the road, I was punching my windshield lightly because it was making a funny sound. My buddy in the passenger seat, you're gonna crack your windshield. Me, no I won't. Windshield punch. Windshield cracked. Me, this is why you gotta listen. I swear. So when we were kids, our stepfather was really strict and, to be honest, a bit of a jerk. He had my brother digging post holes all day when he was about 10 or 12, and my brother's hands began to blister and bleed. My brother asked my stepfather for a pair of gloves to protect his hands, and my stepdad derided and ridiculed him. Oh, what? You want a pair of bitch mittens? Fast forward several years, and my brother is a grown man and a foreman for a construction crew. As a favor to my stepfather, my brother gets him a job on his crew. One day they were digging holes or something, and my stepfather's hands began to blister and bleed. My stepdad asked my brother for a pair of gloves to protect his hands. Oh, what? My brother replied. You want a pair of bitch mittens? He waited over 15 years for that moment. Yo! How good! People never know how it feels until they experience it themselves. 15 years for this moment. Finally, he got it. I was a 7-year-old at a kids party and we all walked down to the corner for slushies. I finished mine, and while we were all hanging at the pool, I noticed an unattended slushie another girl had. I was still thirsty, and being a greedy little shit, I put the straw to my lips for a sip. I just don't realize a bee was stuck upside down in the straw. Stinger first. Stinger meets lip, swollen for days. Greatest story of karma I've ever encountered. Yup. They really effed around and found out. What are the freaking chances? I was hitting a rock with a hammer as a kid. Well, the rock eventually flew up right into my eyeball. Took my family an hour to convince me that my eye didn't pop. Yup. That sounds scary. Anything to the eyes, definitely scary. Stuck my laptop charger to my tongue out of curiosity. Don't do that. What happens? I mean, like, what happened? What happened when he did that? At least tell us what happened. Do you actually get electrocuted by that? A year or so ago, I decided it was a great idea to try and fix my car's brakes myself instead of paying a mechanic. Watched a couple of YouTube videos and thought, how hard can it be? Spoiler, very hard. I ended up with a car that wouldn't stop properly and nearly rolled into a mailbox during the test drive. Had to sheepishly call a tow truck and spend even more money getting a professional to fix both the brakes and the extra damage I caused. Definitely found out on that one. Honestly, sometimes it's just not worth it. It's just not worth it to save money for these kind of things because, you know, people are professional for a reason. They get paid to do something for a reason. Got my finger stuck in a bottle trying to get more cream out. My finger quickly became swollen and purple. I had to go to the ER. How did it get that stuck? What the hell? When Pokemon Go first came out first week, it was rumored that ghost Pokemon could only be found at cemeteries. The biggest one in LA should work, so I drove myself there. As I was driving through, there were several funerals taking place, and I just thought how morally wrong this was, and I shouldn't be doing it. But I pressed on, found a hillside to park with no one around, and got out of the car and started roaming around with my phone. About 20 seconds into looking, I heard some pound horns blowing, and I witnessed half the hillside explode. Like giant explosions trigger one after another 100 yards away. A giant wall of dirt and dust almost got me as I jumped back into my car. A few guys in construction outfits came up to me a minute later asking how I got there. I pointed out the roadway, to which they realized they hadn't blocked off. Nothing more was said and I left. Needless to say, after around looking for ghost Pokemon and almost became one. This guy is dedicated. Oh my gosh, bro. He actually went to cemeteries to find ghost Pokemons. Like, man's crazy. When I was in middle school, my parents used to buy granola bars to have around as quick snacks for us kids. Well, one day they came home with a Costco-sized box of Fiber One bars. I had no clue what fiber did. All I knew was that those bars were tasty and I had an appetite, so I went to town. The next day at school, my stomach was absolutely killing me. I mean, it felt like steel wool was ripping around my intestines. It was so bad, I had to have the school nurse call my parents to pick me up. When my dad arrived, he asked if I had eaten anything unusual. So I fessed up to mowing through Fiber One bars. Dad, do you know what fiber does? Me, no. Dad, how many did you eat? Me, 6. Cue the absolutely maniacal laughter from my father. That was about 20 years ago and I still haven't lived that one down. Bro just blocked his entire intestines, man. At work, I decided to step over a rolled up carpet that was blocking the aisle. Instead of carefully navigating over or around it, I decided to jump over it. My toe caught on the stretch wrap and I went knee first into the concrete at high speed. Split my knee to the bone and was out of work for a month. Yup. That's crazy. You know, it's crazy how fast things like this can happen, right? It's just like one split second. You could have made another decision, but this is the one you take and this is what happens. So be careful, you know, be careful what you do in life. I once tried to chase a goose because I thought it couldn't fight back. Spoiler, it absolutely can. Dude, geese are freaking scary. They don't stop chasing you, man. I got chased by one. I was so terrified. They actually don't stop. Hello? Like, I was just walking past you. Stop it. Well, that's it for the video. Hope you guys enjoyed. Tell me in the comments down below what your thoughts are. And as always, thanks for watching. Hope you guys liked it. And I'll see you guys next time. Bye.